Happy Wednesday. So I'm actually gonna do something a little bit different. I was originally gonna talk with somebody today, but I was talking to Kay Walker. We actually decided I think today is a great day to create a new offer letter. So what we're actually gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and create a new offer letter right live with you guys. You guys are gonna see everything. It's gonna be actually an offer letter that I'm actually gonna use. And then we're actually going to go ahead and do a mail merge and everything like that. So I'm getting some information now, gathering it all together, and then I'm going to go ahead and piece all that together. And then I will we'll share everything right here. So I'm actually just pulling up my Regis address, things like that. I'm going to get everything ready to go. So you guys are going to see everything live, which is going to be awesome. The only thing I'm going to probably have is mail merge for certain things. But yeah, we're gonna look this in. We're gonna set it all up, and then hell, maybe I'll just set it up and mail it. We'll see. Maybe we'll even pull some data today. We'll see where we're at. So I'm just waiting for Kay to hop in. I'm just looking up my information right now, and we'll go from there. So basically, obviously the first thing that we got to set up, I could share. I don't know if I want to do that. I could share an old letter that we were using, just show you kind of what it looks like. I'm not going to go into all the details of whatever, but I'll show you guys that, and then USA. Sorry, I'm just logging into things right now. Verification code. Come on. Fill the code. All right, there we go. Okay, got my address up, all that stuff. So my account, my company details are right here. Okay, cool. So this is going to be good. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create this thing. We're going to set everything up today. So the first thing, there we go. That's my ID. There's my address right there. Okay, cool. So we are actually, so our business is actually registered with Google and everything like that. So I'll show you guys that. Okay, cool. So I'll show you guys. Let me share my screen right now. So share screen. That's the one. Okay, cool. So this is our business right here, Cash for Land USA. So you can see here's our address. Here's all our stuff is all right there. We basically, we registered with Google. We got everything set up. So now it's actually really great. I could set the rest of my stuff up as we go. So this is something that actually, Kay actually did too, and she recommended it. So I got it done as well, and it's honestly totally worth it. I actually don't have any reviews on here yet. Not that I am not adding them. It's just we haven't really asked for them either. But that's something I got to continue to set up. So, oh, sweet, here she is. What's up, Kay?
What's up, Dennis? I'm struggling as usual with my internet. Like I came to the office today and I was like, I am prioritizing high priority with your Wi-Fi, and I got the Ethernet cord to the port direct to the laptop. I'm like, I'm not playing games. And it's still acting crazy. So I'm on my phone right now. I'm rebooting my laptop because I know we want to share a screen, but we'll get there. So I'm just on my mobile phone right now.
Yeah, that works. It's all good. Yeah, all right. Somebody just asked a question, Mark. Can you briefly explain the difference between a virtual office versus a private mailbox? So basically, a virtual office, this looks like a legit business. So it looks like, we have an office, we have a space, we have a spot that we actually go to, right? So it makes it look like you're a better, a normal business versus if you have a postoff.net or virtual mailbox or whatever, all those things, they tend
like
to
a
when
Yeah,
you
like
look
an iPostal or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, when you look them up, it's like a Staples or like a this or that. So it's not like it doesn't look like it's cash for land or like a business, like you're renting a suite. It just looks like a regular old like Staples or UPS store or something like that. So when people are questioning like, is this guy legit or not? It kind of raises a question, right? If they are or aren't, right? Okay, your business actually operates out of the office, right? So you actually have office
Yeah.
space and everything like that. So
And since I'm on my mobile device, I can kind of walk around and show everyone the
oh,
office
there
space
you
and my
go.
little in-house mail house I have going on. But yeah, so there's like the virtual office that you
Mhm.
just pay for an address. That's going to be under $100 a month. And
That's what we do.
typically, yep, and there's tiers to that, right? So you can have like an iPostal, which is a very cheap version of it, like what Dennis was talking about. It's usually at a UPS store. It's usually like a weird PMB number
Mhm.
78257 in the address. It's not professional. If someone Googles it, a million other businesses come up. That is
Mhm.
something you want to stay away from, 100%. And then you can have a virtual office at a more prestige building like a Regis or something like that, and it's going to cost a little bit more, but you're going to be other legit brick and mortar businesses like insurance companies and things like that are also in that building, law
Yeah.
firms, banks, and you can get Google verified with those. So that's the next tier. Now if you physically want a place to work, then you can, most of those companies like Regis, they have other packages where you can get like a pass to come into the office, or you can get like a true dedicated office and sign like a lease, which is really cool because it includes everything. Your internet, even though mine is bootleg sometimes, um, the utilities, everything is included. And so
Mhm.
you're just kind of like moving all your stuff in, which is really nice. And it's low cost compared to like going to get a commercial space,
Yep.
outfitting it. That can creep up to a couple, like over $1 million very, very quickly when you have to build out an office space. So I started at home with just a virtual office for the business that is labeled on all the letters that go out. And that is in a different part of Charlotte. I go there to pick up the mail sometimes when we have packages, but they forward it to the physical address I'm at now. This address is the dispo side of my business, and it's totally separate address, everything from the address and name on the letter that gets sent out. Like
Very smart.
totally different, very, very separate, two different businesses. But yeah, I can show you guys around this office. They vary in price, but I have four of them here, and this is the one I work out of. As you can
Mhm.
see it, it's like
Nice.
my little printer, my whiteboard, all my crap on it.
A
And
lot of paper.
it's floor to ceiling windows, which is really nice. And it's right
Nice.
city center, so it's really cool. Um, yeah. So they're like, this is my office space. Let me try to
Sweet.
turn this camera around. Let's see.
I don't know how to do that on that thing.
Okay, front camera, back camera. All right, here we
There
go.
you go.
All right. So this is, hold on. All right. I don't know if you guys can see
Yeah.
or if you can hear me.
Yeah, you're good. Go for it.
Let's see. Guys, let me know if I'm frozen or if you can see me or if you can't see me.
No, we can see you. You're good. Can you hear us or no? She can't hear us.
I'm gonna jump out and jump back into the stream because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just sent. Okay, she's out. um, so yeah, so we're gonna work on today. We're gonna start doing a mailer. So, um, there she is. Hey,
Okay,
we
sorry,
see you.
but
We hear you. You're good.
all right, perfect. I had to disconnect the terrible Wi-Fi here, so yeah. But I'm back. All right. So this is like the virtual office space. There's an upstairs or the downstairs. This is the main floor here, and there's other offices here. My office there. Um, these guys buy homes. I hear them cold calling sometime.
Yeah.
um, this is another office that we're taking over. They're just kind of getting it done. in there. Um, and this is reception area. Usually there's someone there that meets and greets folks, conference rooms that you can rent out, which is really cool. Um, and then this office and this office belong to me as well. This is kind of like our two-part mail house. All right,
Mhm.
let's get in here. All right. Uh, this how this looks. Our
Nice.
meter machines are in here. And so this is where once my guy that does the mail, he does it, he preps it and he puts it here. And then he'll come in and run it through the meter machine and then drop it off at the post office.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's how
And
you get all your stamps and everything like that, right? That is your stamp.
that is the stamp, exactly. And it's really, the machines are really fast and they date
Nice.
it and everything. So, and this is the room where all the supplies are, everything like that. And this is actually where like everything gets folded, inserted, all that good stuff in here. So,
Nice.
yeah. So that's our little mail house setup in office here.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the way to be because now you get to stay nimble.
Yep. And we have full control over everything that we do, and we have full flexibility. So changing a template on when we can do, you know, changing envelopes, designs, whatever we can
Mhm.
do. And so
Yeah.
that's really, really helpful.
Have you like toyed around with doing like different offer like different envelopes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
design?
yeah.
Yeah. And
It's a
then
balance. It's a balance between being able to really do something unique, but also
Mhm.
be able to do it like repetitively, right? And good quality. And it doesn't cost like extremely, extremely expensive. To be honest with you, like the best, the best performing and easy, cost efficient letter is like the number 10 envelope, to be honest with you, and kind of being creative in that space because you stay under that weight and size limit where you're not paying more than like the 72 cents for the first class meal. But we pay 69 cents because we have the meter machine, so it's a little bit cheaper.
Mhm.
But as soon as you go over a certain amount of ounces or a certain size, then you're in a different tier and you're paying, you be paying $1.90 something for each letter. Like it gets really expensive. So you
Yeah.
kind of want to balance the design with kind of like the weight and the size of the envelope.
Mhm.
When you're kind of doing everything. We've tested a lot of different things, like a lot of different things. And you can do the bulky mail, you can do the big envelopes. So just make sure that like don't do that unless you are like 100% sure about your market selection and who you're mailing to. Like,
Right.
could you end up just wasting a lot of money?
Yep.
Yeah, and
I agree
time.
totally. Yeah,
So,
it's because we've tried. We actually spent. Oh my God, I think I spent like $15,000 this year on. We tried the handwritten letters. Did not work out.
oh, really?
I probably got my response rate was complete trash. Complete trash. It
Did
was
you
bad.
do it like with the machine or did you send it to like ballpoint?
No, we did ballpoint. Yeah.
I think there's something different there. 'Cause I know people who do the handwritten from home and they do get a much higher response rate.
Yeah.
Um, I think ballpoint, they their font is kind of small to be honest with you.
It's
And
because
I
they couldn't
noticed
read
their
it. People were like,
mail,
I can't read it. That was the
yeah,
big thing.
you can't read it, and their mail takes a long time to get out. Like
Yep.
we get all of our return mail, so we get an idea when it goes out and when we get the percentage that comes back. And like we had return mail from Ballpoint from like 6, 7 months ago come in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like where has this been? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. But I do think handwritten envelopes with a first class stamp. Um, there's something to that because other people do it in the community. They have the machine. The machine does cost a few $1,000s, and it is a little slower. But people
Mhm.
do get response rates because it's not. It is about what's inside the envelope, but I do think like half the battle is getting someone not to throw it away and to actually
That's
open
the
the
biggest thing.
envelope,
Yep.
right? So that's the biggest thing. I don't think Ballpoint has it quite down yet, to be honest with you. Um, in my opinion, when it
Mhm.
comes to that. So.
Yeah. All right. So let's build this thing. Let's build an offer letter.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes.
we're on. I'm gonna just use Google because it's easy. Um, where do we start, Kay? What are we gonna do here? How are we gonna make this offer letter stand out? How are we gonna like? How are people gonna want to sell to us?
Yeah, I think format is really, really big. Um, I think when someone opens your letter, you don't want them guessing who you are or why you're contacting them. I think is important. And I think merge fields, I'm just throwing stuff out there. We can unpack it. I think merge fields with unique information about their parcel and them is super important to have on that first page. APN, county, city, acreage size that they see. Um, Very important. Their first name, their last name, their address. That I feel like needs to be customized and on that front page.
Yeah, I agree totally. Like I could show you guys. Like this was our one of our older letters that we had, and this is we changed this multiple times, but this one got us a lot of money. This simple, very simple letter. We had some colors, some things stood out, everything like that. It worked, right? But now, like this was last year's letter. Like this was 3/20/24, and we've changed so many things since then. And now I'm changing a lot of things now again. So I want to go back and I want to change it all again. So I want to create a letter today with Kay and make this new, make this fresh. So, um, do you have like a template you use, or what do you start with typically?
I usually am always starting from my last version and
Okay.
I'm just adjusting and refining. So if you want to bring up your last version, we can kind
Yeah,
of go from there.
let's do that.
Yeah. Yep. We can kind of go from there. And let me see if I can get in on my desktop too.
Actually, let me just do this. Make a copy. So yeah, I made a copy. So this way, it's always best to make a copy. This way, you don't mess anything up. So the other thing
Exactly.
too is my letter is not set up for a call it. My letter is not set up to do um, double window.
Okay.
So that's another thing. Like yours are all double windows, right?
Yeah, and the reason I do that is because it becomes really funky when you're doing it from home
Yeah,
to
stacking letters
align,
up now.
yeah, align the letter exactly with the envelope and try to like make sure those are like aligned. So that's why I do the double window.
Yeah, it's the way to go. Honestly, it's way easier to do that. So
Yeah, and then when they open the letter too, they see their name, they see their address, that front top fold. So there's like three folds, and top, middle, and last. That top fold of your letter should have like their personal information, the parcel information, all that stuff, in my opinion, should
mhm.
have that. Your return address, your logo, all of that should be like
Yeah,
in that main top part of your letter.
I'm gonna look up double window template. Let's see. Downloadable double window template. No, that's not it.
And if I
Uh.
can successfully get into into my
It's number 10,
laptop
right?
here.
Double
Yep,
window.
number 10. Yep,
Yeah,
very common, very cheap to buy in bulk envelope.
it's our envelopes. Double window letter. Let's
And
see.
I can shoot over mine to you too, Dennis, if
Yeah,
that's a
you could
little
even
easier.
if you already have that. Because I've never really
Yeah,
done a double window. We've always done a printed handwritten letter front. You know,
yeah. Let me shoot you it in Discord really quick.
you could even text it to me or email, whatever you want.
Okay. Mhm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Any exciting land deals going on in your world?
No, I'm fighting with the county to try to get a water study back. I've been like, my gosh, it's been. I sent in all my paperwork over a month ago, and they haven't even gotten back to me to tell me to pay. I'm like, what is going on? I can't even like. I've called them, I've emailed them, I've do everything. I call them twice a week. I email twice a week, and they won't send anything. They're like, you have to wait till we get everything sent over. I was like, you're killing me. Like, I'm probably going to lose the deal because I need to get the water study done before I could get the survey done before I could buy the land. So if I don't pass
Ah,
the water study, then there's no point in me doing the deal. Like, there's no point in me spending money on the survey or anything like that. So I'm like at this point where it's like I'm stuck. I can't do anything with it. Um, so it is what it is. I mean that one sucks. We had another one that's similar. I can't get the county on the phone. They're both in Texas, and after the whole big storm, it's been like a whole crazy whatever. But um, we have that, and then we have some other subdivides that we're just kind of toying around with. Um, that's pretty much it. But nothing too crazy. A couple like regular flips, things like that have come along. Buy for 60, sell for 120, things like that. Make like a 40 grand net spread, things like that. That's pretty
those
much
are
it.
awesome.
Yeah. Those are the best, right? But it's been not that it's been slow, it's just it's been slow by my own purposes because I did a lot of different things and I'm separating right now with my partner. So I'm going out on my own. So we haven't been mailing the past 2 months because we're separating. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I don't want to muddy up the waters by getting another deal and be like, hey, let's keep rolling.
Exactly, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Just do
emailed
it.
that over to you too. So,
Okay, you rock. Let me pull that up. Uh,
oh, my laptop is working.
Look at you.
I know. Small wins. I celebrate all the wins.
Let's go. File.
And that is like my most recent refined letter right there. So you got the
Okay.
gold.
You want me to share that? You sure?
Yeah, I don't care.
It'll change by tomorrow, anyways, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
What the heck? Why am I not allowed to share? Not download. Rename, move copy of version history. Open. Open. Duh. You dumbass. Browse. Yeah, and that's the other thing too is we're going all range now. Like we're not even bothering with any like just single direct blind offers anymore. We're just doing all
Hmm.
range. It's I've noticed like a better way. Like it's been better for us for the most part. Um
Yeah.
in the past and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna stick with that. It works. I love it.
It's
Like
so funny. You hear so many different things. Like I was just listening to Seth Williams had a podcast on and he had Femi on. And I was listening to it and Femi's like blind offers work for him. He loves them. And then like Seth was like, he just had a mastermind with like, some investors and they were just saying like blind just doesn't work anymore. So
yeah.
different different opinions about that, I guess. But there's so
Every
many other things that go into like it doesn't work, right? There's so many
yeah.
other factors. So,
Oh man. This isn't working. It's throwing it all off.
oh,
I
are
guess
you not able to share it?
no. It's the thing is it's like I'll show it to you.
Okay.
So you see how it's throwing it all off from I uploaded into Google Docs.
Oh yeah, you probably just need to keep it in Word.
Yeah. I don't even know if I have Word on this computer because I only use Google Docs. Let's see.
Yep, I like Word, so I do my mail merge
I
through
don't even.
Word.
I
Yep.
don't even have Word on here.
Oh no,
We're
I'm
doing great
scared.
today. We're doing great. I feel like this is last time too. We did the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're like the tech challenge, podcast here.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, pretty much just you have. Let's go fit. Let's adjust a few things.
Yeah, you get the idea, right? You just have to kind of adjust some things.
It's you know what it's showing it up as an image. That's what it is. See, these are all like
Okay.
it's showing up as an image. That's weird.
I can convert it to a PDF just so you can have it like up and see a clear image of it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send it to you too. Yeah,
Okay.
as we struggle.
As we struggle here. Guys, no preparing here. We
It's
just do this.
just
This is how like business
off the
is.
hip.
Can you give her? I would love to give her control, but her computer keeps acting up.
The internet, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I gave her
That's
control, it'd be tough.
I know I have tech coming in here and I'm getting like ports activated that are exclusive to my office. And
Yeah.
so like I'll be rolling next week, Dennis. I'll
There we go. All
be
right.
rolling next week.
Well, we could do a two-part of this. Doesn't have to be all today.
Yeah, because I definitely wanted to like create the letter, right? And then I wanted to show how I pull my campaign from Pebble and then how I do the mail merge.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so maybe we do that on part two because yeah, I don't want us freezing up and everything.
Yeah, we could do that. It's no big deal. I think we could even just talk about today, just go over the offer letter, what it should look like, key points, maybe change some things. And then from there, we could then next week kind of like redo it all. Okay. Let's see this. File. Over to see. File. Export. There we go. Export. Okay. Let's try this. I just exported as a PDF. I'm gonna file.
Okay.
Open. Upload. Browse. Nope. Now it won't let me open it. Love it.
I think I got it though. I got the PDF. I'm emailing it to you.
Sweet.
We're not as challenged as we appear. I promise you. Like, promise you off screen, we're
I
much
love it.
better.
I know. It's so funny because it's like when you go to try to show something and then it doesn't work, it's like, I swear it
It's the
worked the whole
worst.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
That's always how it goes, though, honestly.
It's like the pressure is on, you know?
Yeah.
It really sucks too when you're like trying to do math on like like when you're live, you're just like, no, never mind. All right, I just sent you the PDF.
Okay. Waiting for it to come down. Let's do this. Let's go new. Oh, wrong one. Let's go new. File upload. Here's that. This is actually the other one I converted. I still didn't get yours. Yeah, see, it's screwed up here too. That's
Yeah,
not. That's me. Save
okay.
downloads. That one I converted the other one into it. So let's go new. File upload. PDF 259. Yep, that's the baby.
Should be a fresh one in your email if you refresh it, and that should be
Yeah, I just got it.
okay. Perfect.
There she is.
There it is. Okay. Yep.
Open with. Now let's see Google Docs. Let's see if this messes it all up.
It shouldn't. It does. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. That's so weird why
It
it does.
does.
That's
Can you open
interesting.
it? Do you have a PDF opener
Well, I
like
can just open it
Adobe?
on here. Yeah, I can just open
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Just so we could view it, talk through it.
Yeah. So, all right. So I like that. So in your offer letter, do you see this in the window? No, right?
No, you only see that side where it says the return address and then the name and then the mailing address.
You
That's
see
the only
this
part they see.
and this,
Yes, that's it.
right? Because when you look at a double window, letter 10. So images. Yeah. So that's what you're seeing right there. Boom, boom.
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
And it took me a while to line that up, believe me.
You know what? Like, I'm surprised there isn't a template,
There probably is.
Yeah,
There probably is. Yeah.
I'm sure there is. But, that's something you got to find. Okay. So you have up here, you have all your pertinent information. Have you played around with the sizing of this stuff?
Yeah, I have, and I
Oh,
find like this is the perfect size, the
is it?
perfect
Okay.
color. Like, yeah. So you want things that are gonna like draw their attention, like and highlight it is like, please have this code when reaching out. Super important,
Yep.
right? So when they call, they know, like before I even ask them, they're giving me the code. So it
Yep.
works. Like, because I
Yeah.
used to have it non-highlighted at the bottom somewhere, and I moved it probably 4 or 5 times. I'm like, now this is the spot that works with the little highlight.
Yeah, it
So
makes sense. What about size wise? Have you toyed around with size and stuff like that? Because I
um
like personally, I've found most of our clients are typically 55 plus. And a lot
yeah.
of times, like getting glasses on, things like that, like that's a thing. Like if you're on answer force and they're calling up, sometimes it's like they're getting their glasses, they're doing their things, like whatever. If you make it big enough that they don't need to get their glasses, it speeds up the calls and answer force too. So
Okay.
it's a minor thing, but like one less thing for them to not call you, right? Because they can't read it because they don't have their glasses. They could just throw it away. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like that's what happens sometimes. People are like they're just like that. So yeah, just a
It's
thought.
it's like it's like you try to balance putting in the pertinent information that you want to communicate in size and
Yeah.
color and not making it too long, right? And so you're kind of balancing all those things, um, and you continue to refine it, right? And so I have found like this is my up to date most version of it. You see the little blue writing there that says please note, it
Yeah.
talks about like our initial pricing. And because people be like, why did you offer me this? And that kind of explains that to them, like this is broad pricing when we talk to you. We'll
Mhm.
have a firm offer for you, when
Yep.
we speak to you. Um, there's a second page too. Now, this is what I call a dynamic page because of the things change, the merge fields change, and that's what I print in house.
Mhm.
I have my second double-sided color page, which is a static page, which doesn't change. It doesn't
This
have
one?
any of that information. Nope, that's just the back page of that. So I
Oh,
print
okay.
that in house. Yep. So I just print that in house. But I'll send you the other one, but I get that printed professionally, and then sent in. It's already tri-folded. It's on really thick, nice paper, and it has like the roadmap and the FAQs.
Nice.
Yeah, so we get that order about once every quarter in case I want to change that up a little bit.
Mhm.
And that just makes it easier for us on our printing, on everything. And in the supply room there's a bunch of them in these little boxes. We get them delivered on like pallets because we order a good amount at a time.
Mhm.
And that I can show you that PDF too, and
Yeah.
that also gets inserted in the number 10 envelope. So it's really good quality color, thick paper, and it just really comes across very professional. Even when we print it in house, we use 20-pound paper, which makes it not see through, which is really nice. Our envelopes are not see through. Rocket print, their envelopes are see through. I get the return mail, it looks like shit.
Mhm.
Um, and so I just think it comes across just better when even your materials look better. They don't look as cheap.
Yeah.
And so when we send that and we add a few different things to it too, we add like some stickers on the outside of the envelope, sometime on the back. If it's, New Year's in January, we're always saying Happy New Year's with a little logo and Happy New Year's from us. During the holiday season, during November and December, we throw something in there to just personalize it. So we try to just keep refining and keep making sure that people don't throw our shit away. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I mean, not for nothing. Like, it's kind of crazy because since you are doing this in house, there's little things you could do to make it so
Very,
people open it, right?
very
So
quickly. Yep.
you could like, you could stuff stuff inside it. Like, you could order
Yep.
bulk, like 1,000 pieces or 10,000 pieces of something that costs you a penny each, and like throw it inside just to make it lumpy, and then people are
And
gonna
you,
open
and
their
you,
letter. You know?
what's huge is that like even like my business card, it's a little business card, with my face on it. It feels very personal. Putting that inside is
Hmm.
huge. It is
Yeah.
huge because people say that they feel like they're calling you, and it feels like something is in the envelope, right? And it's
Yep.
still under that weight limit where you're still getting that first class mail price. And that's super cheap to order like a bunch of.
Yeah.
Don't get the cheap ones, guys. Like spend money on the quality, like business cards. They go a long way, and it speaks to how professional you look. And so I think there is that handwritten envelope way, but then there's
Mhm.
also a way to look professional and still come across as human, I think. And
Yeah.
that's why I like to lean, because if you're telling me you have $150,000 to buy my piece of land, yeah, I want to seem like a small business, but I want to seem like I can afford it too, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's kind of what kind of what I'm aiming for when we do the mail,
Yeah,
and we to get the sellers to call us back.
that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Now, what's your cost per letter right now? Like, to mail
With
all this stuff out.
with everything, $1.11. That includes
That's not
postage, that includes, both letters, color, both sides, that includes whatever stuff we put in it, marketing, other material we put in it, and
mhm.
any kind of stickers or anything like that that are everything is custom. Everything is
Okay.
nothing's like Amazon, buy it, stick it. No, everything is custom
Yeah.
to that state and to our business, to our logo.
Have you gotten like a what the hell do they call them? The heat printers, the thermal printers? You pick one of those up.
No.
You can
Mm-mm.
get a thermal printer and print out your own stickers and everything like that on the fly. $100 and you get rolls of it. It's only
Yeah,
black and white, but like if you wanted to personalize stuff, like you could totally like personalize that. Like imagine
yep,
putting a letter like, hey K or hey blah blah blah. Just set up a merge field, boom, print it out like 1,000 stickers and stick them on.
yeah.
As long as the name
Like
matches or something.
it's a million ways to do this. And we're so behind in the land industry. As a realtor, there's a million websites of marketing shit. Like realtors love to leave little baggies and give little gifts when people buy a home. Like the little covers for the drinks or the
Mhm.
keychains or the calendars or the magnets or the
Like these,
exactly. Like
that's my
everyone has
cleaning
those.
business. You see that?
Yep,
So
exactly.
I had a big block party with like 250 people here the other day. So I bought a couple hundred of these and I was giving them out to everybody. So every single person had these around their drink, and
Yep.
everybody's like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's my cleaning business." And they're like, "That's your business?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "You clean around here?" I'm like, "Yes." They're like, "We'll call you." I've gotten so many like people coming from the freaking party just from these stupid koozies.
Yeah, I feel like your cleaning business, like you're so creative in the marketing and everything over there.
Yeah,
Bring it to the land because it's
that's
literally
what I need to do. I know.
it's like for some reason we think in land like we have to be like super cheap with marketing or not creative, and it's just like other industries like realtors have been doing this for a long time. Like the stuff
Yeah,
is out there. You just kind of have to like start thinking outside of the box. It's a million different ways to be creative with mail. A
yeah.
million, believe me. And
Yep.
people just have to kind of like throw their sauce on it and be creative. Um,
Everybody tries to do like a ton of volume, so they try to fight like their rates. Basically, they're like, okay, how much volume can I get out there to get contracts in? When
yeah,
instead, like if you just focus on really good marketing, you don't need to get the volume out there. You just need to have a good supply, like a good presence. If you have a good
yeah,
presence, you're going to do really well.
yeah,
That's really what
yeah.
it is.
I
So
agree. I think, before we had all this great technology like Land Insights to help with market selection and this AI scrubbing and price and Land Porter, before we had all of that, I think value was like everything you would hear was like value, value, value. You had to have value because we didn't know to do market selection. You had to send out a lot of value to get deals, right?
yeah,
But now we have the technology, we have the software to literally laser focus on the markets that we want, the size and acreage that we want, and we can scrub out all the shit we don't want. So
yep,
for me, like I'm happy when I see a little tiny campaign. Like that's
mhm,
what I want. Like, why would you want to spend money on a huge campaign? Focus, I think people need to take the word like the volume and quantity out of their head and just put quality. Like,
yeah,
how can I really target a market? And when they call, like there's a 99% chance I want this parcel.
right.
And I think I came into that mindset because when I first started, I did the hand mail. Well, I did rocket print it for a little bit, and I was getting a deal for every 4,500 letters or something like that. I switched in November to hand mail, and I was like folding paper with my hands at the kitchen table. Like I had paper cuts, I had band-aids. Like it was exciting, but it was hell. And because it was so hard, like it was such labor to get the mail out the door, my goal was like, okay, I have to get the smallest campaigns. It was like the opposite. I don't want volume. I want the best campaigns. I want the hottest markets, and I want to make sure that people open my mail because it's so painstaking. Like it's hard to get the mail out the door. So I have to make sure I focus on quality. And so that's kind of
Yeah,
how I evolved to be like, okay, market selection is super, super important, and getting people to open your letter and respond to you is super, super important. That's the goal, right?
Yep.
That's the goal right there. Everything else will fall in place. So I think people need to just stop focusing on volume. They're like, oh, after I scrub, I only have 500. That's fantastic. Up your
Yeah.
marketing, spend a little bit more on your letter. Go
Yep.
color, do first class, like do something where people are going to open your letter and make
Hmm.
sure you're in good markets. And I think people kind of just need to have that mind shift a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, do you have a letter folder and inserter? Is that what you use, or you fold and
No,
insert yourself?
No, no, we have in the room there, we have 2 folders.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we have 2 folders in there. I have toyed around, demoed everything, spoke to the manufacturers about the inserter because what we insert varies and is so different sizes. There's no machine that like has that configuration without it get custom made, which is stupid expensive,
yeah,
right? So my guy is there full time. He comes in later. I don't care when he comes in, as long as he gets the mail out the door by the end of the week. But he comes in and he does it all by hand. Like the trifolding is done by the machine, and then
yes,
our
yeah,
second page is already delivered trifolded. So what he's doing is he is stuffing whatever I tell him to stuff. I'll have a new idea next week, and I'm like, okay, do this, and add this. Right? We try different things, but it does take a manual touch, to be honest with you. Um, and it's not hard work, to be honest with you. It's AC, TV in there,
yeah.
kitchen, lounge. Like it's chill work.
Pretty chill. I know.
Yeah, it's,
You
it's
just sit
very
at a
chill
thing and just
work.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Not
very
bad.
chill work. And yeah, and we even started doing he gets 1% of the net profit on stuff. So he's very, very motivated.
Yeah, because he's
Um
getting paid and making some profit.
yeah, he's
Like,
very,
hey,
very
the more mail I
motivated.
get out, the more profit I get. It's like
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. So we build the campaigns, and
Mhm.
he has what he needs to get out by the end of the week. He has his whiteboard. We have it color coordinated, so I know if I walk in where he's at. We have like yellow for in progress, and green for done and in the mailroom, ready to go. And then we have red for like he hasn't started it yet.
Yeah,
So it's a little process we have here, and it works really, really well.
that's awesome. And now, wait, what did you
Yeah.
say your response rate was on this like stuff?
On this stuff, it's the response rate of everyone out. It's 0.5%. It's literally 0.5%.
But what's your letters to a like close contract? Did you say? Did you
Uh,
say?
we're at, we are at, so if we have, and I did the numbers on this too.
I'm just saying because you said 4,500 for RPM, right? So it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be better,
It's
right?
about, oh yeah, it's way, but I just did my numbers honestly. And I want to do a podcast too when I hit a year to do like full everything. But I like
Let's do it.
roughly looked at all my numbers.
Pencil it in.
Um,
Let's go. November.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, yeah. November will be the anniversary of like hand mail, land insights, like doing it all the right way. We're cutting out the rocket print mail a few months. We're not going to include that.
Yeah, yeah.
But the average is about, I think we're at about between 14 to 1,600 letters per
It's
deal.
fantastic. So fifteen
Yeah,
hundred bucks to a deal that nets you what 20 something, 30 something.
yeah. And our average is about 21,000. Obviously, some are higher, some are lower, but that's the average right now.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
fantastic.
yeah, it's really good. And let me see if I can open up. So I was actually looking at the numbers. So I was like, okay, we
It's a
have to.
14x return on ad spend. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Any business
it's
like is
great.
yeah, that's fantastic. Like you can't beat that. It's crazy. Like right now
No,
we're running in my cleaning business. It's we're $154 per client acquisition with a lifetime value is $5,000 per year. So average. So 5,000 divided by 154. I'm running a 32x return on ad spend
that's
for
crazy.
my cleaning
Yeah.
business. I know it's nuts. Um, but you got to think that that's a 1 year that client, if that client stays with us for 1 year, right? I don't have my true numbers yet, but we'll see. That's what I'm running right now. But if a client stays for 10 years, my return on ad spend for that one client could be like 1,000x.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
So
it
it's like
is.
after the first clean, it's infinite return. So now it's like it's kind of cool, like when you start messing around with this stuff and you like realize these little tweaks. So like
Hmm.
I'll give you, for instance, for door hangers, we were doing mail, we were doing this, we were doing ads, Google ads, all this stuff. So we've been doing the cleaning business full time 8 weeks, right? So we started 8 weeks ago was when we had our first clean, and we've already turned our first profitable week. Not by much. We made $60 profit, right? So that's
Okay.
something. That's profit. I'll
Yep. You're
take
not in
it
the
in 8
black.
weeks. It's not yet. Well, that's not. We're still in the black because we did invest money to begin with, right? So I'm not out of the black yet. It's just that it's the first time our account went up in 1 week, which is good by $60. I'll take it. That's after marketing. That's after expenses. Everything. Perfect.
Nice.
So what we've been doing is we tried mail. I've done Google ads. I've done retargeting ads. I've done everything. We did everywhere small business. We did all these things. You know, my number one client acquisition is door
Door
hangers.
hangers. Door hangers. Yeah.
Door hangers. And you know what? We actually realized that we were doing a regular door hanger. Instead, I order postcards, 4x6 postcards. They're cheap. They're like less than 3 cents a pop. So I order 20,000 at a clip, and I just drill a hole through the center, and we take a rubber band, and put it on a doorknob. Now I got two sides that I can put my marketing on instead of just
Yep.
one side, and I'm not missing that little notch from the door hanger. And they have multiple ways they can hang it. That response rate, it's about we're at about 550 door hangers to a client, something like
Oh,
that.
wow. Wow.
So I have kids that I pay. They get $15 for every 75 they deliver. Right? We track it to Strava, so everything's tracked, and I run it through ChatGPT, which counts the houses, and we get like whatever. I just make sure it's within 20% of what they said the delivery rate is, and then they get a $20 bonus for every booked house that we get from their efforts. Right? So these kids are
Nice.
making. I tracked it out the other day. I have like KPIs on there. They're making like $28 per hour, just walking and putting up door hangers. It's
Yeah, and
crazy.
you're giving them opportunity, like
Yeah.
teaching them some work
Yep.
ethic. That's great. Like
Yep.
that's really, really good.
And
Yeah.
it's like for us, we're like, wait, this is crazy. It's such an easy, simple thing, and it works way better than like the Google ads of this or that. Like I talked to my friend, he runs a cleaning business. His client acquisition is $650 per client who runs Google ads. I was like, dude, we're 154. He's like, what? and
Huge difference.
and he's a coach. He teaches other people how to start a cleaning business. So I was like, come
Is that
on,
where
man.
you didn't learn from him, right?
Yeah, no, I did not. No,
Okay.
so it's funny. I actually had a cleaning business coach, and I fired her. I actually got rid of her. I said, everything you told us to do made us $0. Everything that I went against the grain and did made us money. So I fired her, and she ended up refunding me because
No, that was nice of her.
it was because she knew she was right. She knew
Yeah.
I was right. So, anyways, side tangent. Back on topic. Okay, so yeah, why do we do this side tangents all the time?
It's just how we do. It's just how we
Yeah, we
do.
do. All right, so letter. Let's get back to your letter. So next week, I think I have somebody scheduled for next week, and I'll move them, and I'll let's do this, me and you next week, and let's go
Okay.
through and like create this full letter, like soup to nuts, and do merge field. Let's do the whole nine.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. I think that'd be cool.
yeah, it'd be really cool. So I'll just download. I'll use my other computer. I have Word on my other computer. So this one I try to keep very little things on it because like this is the one I do like a lot of like zooms and stuff on. So I try to
Mm,
put the least amount of stuff on it. And then I have another computer that has all like the data, the apps and all that stuff. So okay, so your letter, you've done a whole bunch of stuff. I see, you're very personal with your name, you're North Carolina based, 100% woman owned, all this stuff. This is great stuff because this is what some people want to see. And
yep.
it's not going to appeal to everybody, but the ones that does appeal to are going to call you about it. It's that simple.
Yeah. I don't think you can appeal to everyone. I think if that is your goal, then you will fail because you just can't be so plain vanilla that you appeal to everyone. You have to have some kind of niche or something, unique about you. And other people aren't going to like it, but some people are. Like we get a lot of calls and they appreciate the woman owned business. Even when they're like calling to tell us to take us off the don't mail them anymore. They're like, they're like, I see that you're a woman owned business and I love that. And all the power to you, but I'm not selling my land. So so
Yeah,
it is that personal touch that I think is important there.
yeah, it's great. It's everybody should find something that's their personal touch. Doesn't have to be you can't go saying you're a woman-owned business because you're not Kay, right? Kay is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
don't be lying on these things. But
And then like when they call, they're like, "Oh, Kay." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Kay." They're like, "Oh, Miss Kay." And then they're very surprised that I answer, and we have conversation and we talk, and it's you know it's like I know everyone doesn't want to answer the phone, but it's
yeah,
not a lot of value when you have a lot of quality. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you mail,
You're not
yeah,
using
like
Force or anything, right?
no, I know I'm not.
Yeah,
So
good.
because I can time my mail pretty good. If we drop it on Monday, 80% of the call from the mail will come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like
No,
it's just the science of it, period. If I'm going on
yeah,
vacation, I know not to drop it till I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
but-
And that's just how it works. So I'm okay taking the calls. You know, it's
yeah,
during business hours, it's not on the weekend. Um, and there's not a lot, like literally, I think last month it was last 30 days on my dashboard, I think we had like 37 calls. No, it's not a lot. They're
no,
high quality leads, you know what I'm saying? And they're parcels that you want to buy and markets you want to buy. So like
yep,
volume is not the game here.
mm-hmm.
It's just not the game.
No.
So yeah.
Now, when you're doing this, so you're answering the calls, are you like taking notes or are you doing this all like having something like transcribe it? Like open phone or
So I
whatever.
use OpenPhone and
Yeah.
it has the recording AI
Yep.
feature set up on it, which is really great. So sometime I'm driving, whatever, that way they can like give the reference code, say all the stuff they're going to say, and I can always just go back to it
Yep.
to just reference it. Yeah, which is super helpful. If
Super
anybody's taking
helpful.
calls, have it recorded because you're going to have to go back
I
to it.
know. I can show
Yeah.
you here. Like I use it for my problem is I can't use open phone for my land business. I have it for my other business.
Hmm.
So I can show you, but it's awesome like the way it comes in. It's gonna load, whatever. So the way it comes in, it's awesome. And then you could just like I don't have to take notes for any clients to call. You just answer and just say, hey, blah blah blah, name, phone number, your phone number comes up, name, email, what's your address, da da da, all that stuff. And for this, it's like the same thing. Oh, great. Okay. Hey, what's your APN? What's your code? Actually, all you really need is reference code.
The only thing
Look
I
it up.
need is the reference code. As soon as they give it to me, because I load, and I think we should do an episode on that too. Um, but I load everything into my CRM. Like everything that gets mailed out is in the CRM. So if as soon as they put the reference code in, I know everything that all the data that you put from Land Insights, like zoning, wetlands, road run, all of that is right there in my CRM
Yep.
as soon as you put the reference code in. So you see everything. And I have now that everyone comps, I also have the priced comp. I have Land Insights comp and I have Land Portal comp. So I have all three of what these systems think it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you go in and check, but if all
Real
three of them
quick,
are pretty close, that gives you a good idea of like, okay, that's probably about the right number.
yep.
But everything is in the CRM. So even if I'm driving or whatever, I'm on my phone, I can kind of just plug that in and get an idea of like, is this something I like really, really want? I have the confidence price score in there. So I know if it's like 95%, I'm like, okay, it's pretty right. But all of that is, I think people don't use their CRM to its fullest potential. I don't even use it to my fullest potential.
No.
But as far as like campaign creation and all of that data in one place, it is extremely, extremely helpful not only for your operations, the ease of operations, but for tracking purposes too, to be
Yep.
honest with you. Yeah.
I
So,
agree. I agree totally. It really does. If you actually put everything in there and use it as like a data repository, it works. And if you
yeah.
don't have the money for Pebble, like you don't necessarily need it, right? You could do it yourself on
Hmm.
like Google Sheets.
You
Obviously,
can.
it'd be a little more time intensive or whatever, but like as long as you have all the data somewhere, doesn't matter where, as long as it exists somewhere, and then you create a reference code that associates everything, like you could start doing, specific numbers like 2 means North Carolina, because whatever it is, like whatever you want to do, however you want to do this, doesn't matter. But like you could say, like, there's 50 states. Okay. Assign a number to every state. Great. Your
Yep.
first two numbers of the state. So 02 would be North Carolina. 43 could be whatever county that is in North
Yep.
Carolina. And just start creating that stuff. And then what I would do is I always do like 00, like the date I mailed it, the county, the state, and then 4 digit. So 0001. And then what I did too is I would sort the list by smallest to biggest.
Mhm.
So when a reference code came in that was like 0001, I knew it was a smaller parcel. But
Yep,
when a reference code
automatically.
came in that was like 1,250, that's probably like over 100 acres, right? You kind of start realizing like your reference code kind of gives you an indication of what size property this is. So when you
Yep,
get that reference code, you're talking to this person. If it's like a 0001, it's like, okay, it's probably worth like 15, 20K. Let me talk to them. But if I'm busy, like whatever, like it's not the end of the world. But if somebody calls and it's like a 1,015, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take my time because this could be like 100 something acres and they're calling me. This is
exactly.
probably a big call. Let me talk
Yep.
to them, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, so important. Whatever system you have, you don't have to use Pebble. I think Pebble, the lowest one is like what 180 a month or something like that.
Pricey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little pricey for a CRM in our industry. Let me say that
In
because
our
you
industry.
go
Yeah.
outside of our industry, that's
Jeez. I
cheap.
had, oh my God. I
Yeah, you
had,
go to Salesforce, you're
oh my
paying quite
God.
a bit.
I was
But
paying like 2 grand a month for Salesforce back in the day. Like
yeah,
that was a
yeah.
couple years ago. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, enterprise level, it does a million things. You're probably gonna do two things in it. Like, yeah. But
Yeah.
for our industry, it is expensive. I think it's worth its weight, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
Just everything you can do in it. Being able to recognize patterns in your business is the key to really doing well and not just like staying in operations, but like growing and making sure you don't fall behind. Because if you send out a campaign, you need to know like, okay, all the deals we got last month, what size were they? Where'd they come from?
Yep.
Like you have to be able to kind of like,
What are the
t-
demographics of the seller?
what,
Where are the size,
yeah,
what's the location, what's the proximity to a major city, what's the proximity to the
yeah.
highway? Like all that.
What kind of mail did I send them? How many times did I have to mail them? Right?
Yep.
Like stuff like that is very important. I know we had three signed PAs this week off this 600 mailer. I was just going over some numbers. I'm like, man, they were all small. I could quickly see like one was half an acre, one was 2 acres, one was like 1.5 acres. All in three different states though. One South Carolina, one Georgia, one North Carolina.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, and I'm getting my data ready for this month, and I'm just like, oh snap, I was gonna skip the smaller acreages because I just did them like a month or so ago, and I'm just like, nope. Looking at that, I'm just like, nope. Knowing, recognizing the patterns of what's working well is really, really important for you to know what your next step is gonna be, right, in your
Yeah.
business. So whatever method is it, if it's an Excel sheet, if it's Pebble, if it's Stride, if it's whatever CRM you're using, make sure you're just tracking those things and you can look back in the last 30, 60, 90 days and say, what has been working? What has not been working? What's my average deal size? What are the deals that took up all my time and I fucking hate them, right? Like, know those too. So you
Yeah.
don't do
I
them
know.
anymore.
Yeah. What counties
So
suck to work in?
yeah, like in Georgia, there's like Greene County, Georgia.
Yep.
I
I've worked
know
there
it,
before.
I don't like it. I just
Uh-huh.
don't like it because there is this like waterfront, like little area. I think it's Okanasi. I don't know how to say it, but it throws the pricing off of everything. And it's like, it's HOA. I already know I'm not working it. Like
Mhm.
I don't pull it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
I actually gotta run. I gotta go pick up my daughter from camp. But this is good. So
Yeah.
next week I'm gonna move. I have somebody scheduled for next week. I'm gonna move them, and then let's do part two where let's actually. I'm gonna
Let's
get a
be organized. Let's be organized. It's
Yeah, let's
something
be
like this.
organized. All right. This was actually it's funny because Kate texted me last night and she's like, "Hey, blah blah blah." I'm like getting in bed. I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it. Fine. Let's just make it
Yeah.
happen." And then this
Yeah.
morning I text her. I'm like, "Let's just do an offer letter. Let's go. Let's
And
actually do
I'm
it."
like, perfect. That's great. And I pull a campaign and we're just like, sorry guys. Next
We had
week,
such high hopes that this is gonna go like quick, but it did not.
internet will be popping next week. We're gonna get it together.
Let's do it.
All
So,
right.
all right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for Kay for hanging out, and then let's do part two next week. We're actually going to create the actual offer letter and do a merge field. Hell, I could bring data if you want, and whatever you want to do, however you want to
Yep.
work it. So,
All right. Sounds
awesome.
good.
All
Thank
right, thanks,
you.
Kay. Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Bye.